Welcome to Break It Off, a brand new English talk show by HKeye, where we'll be shattering stereotypes from all professions. I'm your host, Melody Chan, and today I'm joined with Letao Wang, who is astrologist and spiritual counselor of a decade. I know you do tarot card reading in your practice, but you're not a tarot card reader. Why is that?
Using tarot and using a lot of the divinational tools during my counseling session is just a way to help us find more guidance and to connect us with our spiritual spiritual realm. And so I wouldn't really identify just as a tarot reader, because I believe a lot of the tarot reading practice is is often associated with a pure fortune telling. But I guess my practice is more or less focusing on the spiritual health and our mental health.
And apart from mistaking you as a fortune teller,
what
other roles have they also mistaken you as?
Sometimes people tend to, have this misunderstanding about professionals, right, working this industry. They think, we're all the same. Whether you are a tarot reader, you're an astrologist, you're a numerologist, you are a Reiki master, you all do the same thing. One of the typical things that people really want to know is they want to have a guarantee about their future. One of the key things about these kind of questions is that the universe doesn't work that way. And sometimes in order for us to have the so-called richness, right, or the satisfaction in our emotional life, we might need to either change our attitude, change our behavior, and change the way we have lived, so that we are creating that abundance or prosperity in the future. And I think that a lot of the stereotypes actually came from the rumors that we heard. At the end of the day, it's about we don't know something enough. I think the best thing for us to do is, before we engage ourselves with a spiritual professional, right, read through their website, understanding what they're really doing and what they can provide, and you will have a better understanding about whether this is a right person for you. It's also for them to understand that every professional is different.
And I suppose you also try to find an understanding yourself. How did you find it yourself?
My spiritual journey really started when I lived in Sydney, Australia. When I was around 23, 24, I think I was pursuing my master's degree in professional translation. Tarots, originally they were playing cards. In the ancient days in Italy, right? People used to use them just to play games with each other. But slowly we noticed that there are actually archetypes embedded in each card. So there's nothing really magical about the cards, because they are just paper. They're paper, and ordinary people like us paint things on them, and that's what it is. But what is really magical about that is what is in our subconscious. So we see some artistic patterns there, and we associate those patterns with a certain message. I think always is good for us to have maybe a deck of cards that we can, or a very good book that we can always refer to, especially I think if you are a beginner. And so the book that I recently published is called Oracle of the Mythic Heroes, is this one. So this deck of cards includes 40 archetypes card from ancient Greek and Roman mythology.
I'll just pull this card.
Very good.
Strategy.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about this card. So when we look at this card, the mythical figure on the card, his name is Odysseus, and this is a very famous mythical hero from Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. When this card appears in your reading, in your question, maybe this card needs you to be very strategic with the question in hand. This is not about using the brawn, but using the brain. Because this card is also related to the constellation sign Libra, so this strategy also needs you to focus a little bit more on networking.
And that is so true, because I actually find happiness from talking to people.
That's very interesting, right?
That's really true.
Yeah, so this is actually about that kind of, the network that you have, where the people from all walks of life that you meet. Very good. That's a very, very good message.
Yeah. So was that a successful reading?
Absolutely. Yeah. Also, I like the number. If you look at the number on the card, it's number 19. So when you plus, let's do 1 plus 9, you go to 10. Right? And 1 plus 0, that goes to 1 again. This number will trickle down to number 1, which is about a new beginning. And this also sets makes very different between fortune telling and spiritual counseling. Because fortune telling is about, I'll tell you this is what's going to happen and deal with it. That's it. And spiritual counseling is we understand your situation. We can offer your empathy and compassion to help you heal. But the most important thing is, what are you going to do now? I don't want people to feel that they're constantly looking for a guarantee from the universe that something will happen or will not happen. But I want us to all collectively understand how to become a better version of ourselves so that naturally the good result will come to us.
Thank you for being here with us, Letao.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really glad to be here. Yeah.
And until next time at Break It Off, thank you.